Hello and welcome back, guys. Wizuko here. Last time we had to take sides in the quarrel between Eugenia and Virgil. If you didn't watch the last episode, it's fine, don't worry about it. We will continue and try to find out where the last traces of Saint Matheus really were lying. And I'm already on my way. Don't mind me, but I'll tell you something along the way, because I actually played this section about 4 times now. I had some technical issues with a new update for the Elgato that reset my settings, unfortunately, and I had to figure out what my original settings were, because why write them down, right? That would be... Nah, I mean, that would be way too advanced. Who would do that? Write down important information. You know what? I kind of see... I see a pattern here. Last time I forgot to... oh no. You two. What is he doing inside his ass? They don't even mind. Okay, are you okay? Oh, I think I'll just end this misery here. Die. Oh God, I'm so strong. I'm not scared of any battle anymore. Anyway, what I was talking about. I see a pattern here. Last time I had, I've forgotten to put on my microphone. And this time, I had to replay the section a couple of times. But that's okay. Now I know what's going to happen. And, you know, this section is actually very interesting that I'm about to show you. So, for what it's worth, I'm glad that it's that section and not some others, because there are some boring parts of the game as well, and I'm happy that I have to replay the interesting part of the game a few times more, because I think this side quest is actually evolving into a very important quest, and I think this is going to matter in the end, but I don't want to spoil too much for you. Anyway, I was talking so long and that was kind of a weird intro, wasn't it? What about you? How are you doing? Are you fine? Are you having a good time? Are you stressed? If you are, take a few days off maybe. Try to not stress yourself any further. Please. Oh no! Why would you spit on me, you disgusting creature? Stop. You have been with... Oh, this face had been in someone's ass. You cannot spit at me after your head has been in someone's ass. That is disgusting. Now that you have told me, imaginary at least, how you are, and now that you got the very, very helpful tip not to stress yourself if you're stressed, which is super helpful. I know, you cannot thank me enough for that wisdom. Back to the game.
You have to be insane to want to live in such a place. Even a saint would want to stay dry.
Exactly, Kurt. Saint Matheus used to be very famous and also very prestigious while he was still alive already, you know? And that's why I find it kind of weird, actually, that he would pick that place as a home, because certainly he could have done better, right? And I'll show you something more that I discovered. Do you see that thing over there? Wait. That. There. Do you see him? Do you feel his lust to kill us? Do you feel his anger? I really tried to stealthily get by him, and turns out that is not possible. You have to fight this creature, which is too bad, actually. I don't know what the Nadaik are, actually, but they they seem to be humans at some point that transformed into those monsters. Or at least that's how I understood it up to this point, and so I feel a little bit sad having to kill it. But there is no other way. I've tried a couple of times. And here's what we want to do. He has a spear, so if I'm too far away from him, he will try to hit me with a spear by throwing it. But if I'm too close to him, he will also try to wave his spear around to just hit everything in sight. So we have to find a healthy mix between getting close but not too close. I've beat him once on one try, but most of the times it takes me about two tries to get him. So let's see how good we are this time. Nice! Wow! I cannot really call it first time because I've actually played the section, as I said, a couple of times, but that fight went very well. I dare to say that was the best fight I've had with him. And by the way, did you see how that guy was called? His name was Mega Man. Yes, guys, we just destroyed Mega Man. We destroyed it for everyone.
No, this isn't happening! There's no reason for me to go on. What? What am I fighting for?
You're welcome. Okay, but we made it! I'm very, very happy that we did. Next up, let's see what he was guarding.
If I were an old hermit, this is probably where I'd have settled.
I wouldn't really call it a cave, though. It looks very, very man-made entrance. Maybe they redesigned the entrance, but it used to be a natural cave. Because this in the ceiling.
Someone lived here. There's no doubt about it. But we'll have to turn the place upside down if we want to make sure that the old man came here.
True, true. By the way, what he's referring to is the hut that you can see, like you can barely see up there. Over there. That was very helpful, right? Pointing at it. Like, I'm sorry. I'm a little, I don't know, excited today, I think. I'm just happy that everything works again. And I think that overwhelms me a little. And also, university started again. And that always motivates me a lot because when I'm going to university, I learn so many new things every day, and that really, really, really motivates me a lot. I was even thinking about making a more educational video at some point. I don't know. But I'm not sure if I'm the kind of person you should really take advice from. I'm not really the smartest person that I know. Not even in the top 10. Anyway, that's the hut that Kurt was referring to. But, unfortunately, I have an idea of how to get there, but I am not able to do so. Hang on. Okay, I have looted and defeated those bats, and now I'm showing what I mean. Or what I meant. If I had the level 2 intuition, I could sneak in there, and I think if I would sneak in there, I could reach the hut that I was seeing from the entrance. Unfortunately, I did not really skill intuition all that much. So, we are going up and continue with the main story. I hope that I will keep in mind to come here later. I did remember that I wanted to go to the Coin Guards Arena, which I did. I did not beat it yet, but I almost did.
This is a cave of knowledge, or at least it looks like one. The old man must have been exceptional to be able to live in such a place.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them.
I wonder what she means by that. He must have been exceptional to live in such a place. Does she mean like he had to earn with something exceptional the right to live in such a place? Or does she mean that living in here is exceptional in general? I wonder, you know. But she is right about one thing. The whole discovery is exceptional. Look what I have found. Just listen.
This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest, getting his face painted by a masked native.
Okay, let me take a closer look for you. Do you see that? Isn't that just amazing? That means that Saint Matheus must have had a very close bond and relationship to the natives. But it gets even crazier. Look at this.
This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matheus, praying to Enon Milfrichtemen.
I have no idea where she got the name from, to be honest. I don't know, maybe I have forgotten it, I don't know. But Enon Milfrichtemen doesn't say too much to me.
I do not know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it. These symbols, they are signs used in the secret writing of the Donegada.
So that is a very, very obvious hint to Saint Matheus being so very close with the natives. Especially saying like the light and the earth, meaning that the whole Tamele faith thing and the natives' beliefs are not so different after all. And that is just amazing.
There are some native symbols here and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men duistad en on mil frichtemen.
It means, welcome us amongst your people, Enon mil frichtemen.
This is incredible. Saint Matheus would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him.
Yes. And that's exactly why I think that this quest is so important for the game later on.
It looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago. And it undeniably comes from the continent. I seem to recall that Saint Matheus is almost always depicted using a similar rosary.
And I do have to compliment the game developers on this scene. The light and all, it looks very, very pretty. I gotta admit that. From, I think, you know what? I'm gonna make a screenshot. Yes. I really, really like the light, everything. It is absolutely pretty. Very, very well done. I have no idea where the light comes from, but it is pretty.
Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them.
So that's what it was. The priest's old sage became a Donegad. I don't think that they'll be happy about that. And yet, it could bring peace. The Solasser will no longer be able to burn our people and our guardians.
Why is he not depicted wearing the marks of the Donegada?
It was a very long time ago. Magic had not yet been given to us by Enon Milfrichtemen.
I wonder what I should do with these relics. Eugenia probably didn't imagine that Saint Matheus lived his life in a way that's so different from what they advocate. As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong. Such a revelation will certainly cause a schism in Thélème.
To think these old things could cause a civil war. Or long-lasting peace with the natives. It is a serious responsibility to decide what to do with them. But it isn't ours. Their saint, their decision.
I already took sides in their quarrel. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there. Let's go back to the researchers' camp.
That's one of the moments where I really feel like Kurt and I connect, because I instantly had the same thoughts, actually. It's their saint, it's their decision what to do with the knowledge, but I do think that I owe them to tell them the truth. What they do with the truth is not my cup of tea. Quickly go back to Eugenia and tell her what we found. I think I'll cut it here for you so you don't have to see the whole way back. So see you in a minute. And I'm back! Where's Kurt? I don't know. Anyway, we came from up there. I jumped down. Whew, there's Kurt. Thanks for the demonstration, my friend. If you want to take the, or if you're playing yourself, Greedfall as well, up there is a chest, by the way. There's nothing too important in there, but if you're playing and you want to know where the chest is, up there. And it's a very shortcut, actually. It didn't take too much for me to get here as well. But you are much faster, thanks to editing magic. Okay, Eugenia, look what I found.
So, did you find anything? Or do you need my help?
We discovered a cave that was inhabited a long time ago by a whole group of people, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site, as the place was guarded by a creature.
And have you found traces of our holy founder? New relics? Perhaps some tablets?
There were also frescoes on the site, representing Saint Matheus.
Frescoes? Tell me more. This is fascinating.
He was shown having his face painted by a native. On another, he prayed to the god of the mountain.
You can't be serious. You mean to say that our saint converted to the cult of the islanders?
That is what emerges from our findings, yes. Other objects that I was able to bring back also point in this direction. Look, there are inscriptions. These tablets and also this chaplet.
This chaplet? I cannot believe it. It is so... Excuse me. I cannot find the words to express how I feel. You must come with me. We must go and present all these discoveries to the Mother Cardinal. You realize our entire dogma will have to change. So far, anyone who wanted to question it would have burned their fingers. Literally, alas.
And you think that this time they'll listen?
We have solid proof. All this evidence. With your support, we will convince her to reveal the truth.
I see. I will do my best to help you.
It seems we are arriving right on time. You did well to warn us, Brother Virgil.
Virgil. How did you know?
I'm afraid that your Excellency's lies weren't very convincing.
We were informed of your discoveries and of the danger they represent. We demand that you hand them over to us immediately, so that they can be destroyed.
How can you even suggest the destruction of relics written by the hand of our founder?
Out of love for our dogma, for our faith, and for our nation. But since you refuse to comply with our orders, you leave us no choice.
Death to the heretics!
Very, very cool. Don't you agree that it's very weird to mention the dogma before you mention the faith that you love? I kind of feel like he should have said that he loved his faith first, and then the dogma. Or am I the only one feeling that way? Either way, there won't be much left for you to love after I'm... It's not so funny when they're doing it.
believe that I just fought my own brothers in faith. The fact that the Inquisition is after us is very disturbing, Excellency.
We would do well to hasten to Saint Matheus. They will not dare to attack you there. And we will have to take care of Bishop Domitius. He will do everything he can to discredit us.
You are right. All this proves is that I will not succeed without your help. There is a risk that the Mother Cardinal will also reject our discoveries.
And I could bring Petrus with me. He will surely find the words to convince her.
That would be most helpful. Father Petrus is renowned for his eloquence. In any case, we must present our research to Mother Cardinal as soon as possible. I will study the tablets one last time to make sure I know all their content, and I will meet you at the palace in Saint Matheus to plead our case.
Understood. See you soon, Sister Eugenia. Be careful.
Yeah, that was kind of exciting. You know, it's cool when I do the magic trick, but when all the others are using magic, it's not so cool anymore. They're actually really a pain in the ass, because you can hardly, very, very hardly, dodge their attacks. And there's not so much that you can actually do against that. You get hit, and there's not much you can do about it. Once again, now that everything's quiet, I found it weird that the Inquisition guy was mentioning his love for the dogma before he mentioned his love for his faith. I found that to be weird, because I actually thought that if you are very into your religion and you truly believe what your religion tells you, then shouldn't you love your faith over the dogma? But maybe I'm being too nitpicky here. Okay, first let's compose our team and get back to Saint Matheus.
2 very boring minutes later.
Okay, now we're in Saint Matheus, in my, I think, ambassador it's called? I think that's my ambassador, I think. Whatever. I changed up some equipment, and I really have to get used to Ciara's new outfit. That's very weird to me. But it's so much better than what she was wearing before. And I think Kurt looks more handsome in that armor. But we don't have time for that at the moment. We have to sleep a little so that we are in time to get to Mother Cardinal and to progress. That's what everything's about. Progress. Not perfection. Wow. I don't know why it turned into Waluigi here. Ah, yes! My favorite place. The place of punishment. This is so sad, really. Oh, by the way, I also got a new spell that I'll put right there. I'll show you. Hang on. I can do that now. So when enemies get too close to me, I can actually get them pull off a little. And I think that'll come in handy, I think. Pretty sure of it. Okie doke. In we go. Mother Cardinal! Oh, wait, did I bring Petrus with me? Yes, I did. Okay, perfect. Mother Cardinal! I have something to tell you! Listen!
Ah, Your Excellency. We were eagerly awaiting your arrival. Sister Eugenia was just recounting me the tale of your achievements and telling me about the incredible discoveries you've made.
These relics shed a new light on the last years of our founder. It all demonstrates that he hadn't evangelized the islanders, but, on the contrary, he would even have adopted some of their rituals. merging the cult of the enlightened and the cult of nature in a single dogma.
These discoveries, if they can be verified, are extraordinary. But they also represent a great upheaval that could harm our nation. We must first verify their authenticity. You are the only ones who entered this cave. Could what you have witnessed been a falsification?
Okay, so I think we're just gonna tell her what we found. I don't think there's anything wrong on that. So let's start with the cave itself.
The cavern we discovered is located in a very remote place. There's no island or village nearby. It contains some ruined dwellings, but clearly no one has lived there for a very long time. Fraudsters would inevitably have left traces of their passage, and we have not found any. We discovered ancient frescoes on the walls of the cave. They represent Saint Matheus without a doubt. He's depicted with his chaplet. In one, he is praying for the divinity of the island. In the other, his face was being painted by a native. I understand how shocking these discoveries are, but their antiquity proves that they are genuine.
The tablets found at the site, however, attest that our founder had not abandoned the cult of the enlightened. He simply saw it as two different reflections of the same divine power.
The relics could be authentic, Your Excellency, but we only have your word to convince us. The political and religious impact of these discoveries will be unprecedented. We risk schism, civil war, and who is to say that this is not a plan to weaken us?
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I skilled charisma so high. I mean, we still have not that of a very slim chance to fail, but still, 75% is a pretty good chance. And I'll just put my trust in those 75%.
It seems that you only see the negative aspects of this discovery, but the reality is very different. By integrating some of the natives' beliefs into your dogma, you could build an alliance with them. Something no other nation has managed to achieve before.
It is a good argument, Your Excellency. I hadn't thought about that.
Your Eminence, all of this is grotesque and dangerous. The congregation is clearly trying to ridicule us. Even if these frescoes are real and old, who's to say they represent reality? This is surely the naive vision that the islanders had of our founder, nothing more. Our duty is to bury all this in order to preserve our nation from the heretical beliefs of the savages.
I really like the words that you're picking out here. Like, surely and clearly. Yeah, like there is no other way than yours, you know? Oh, fuck off. You know what? Fuck off.
You were so eager to bury our discoveries that you were ready to bury us with them. A group of the Ordo Luminous attacked us while we prepared to come here.
Really? Your Eminence, I assure you that I had no idea. We would never harm a diplomat. It was probably the desperate action of an overly fervent group. But, alas, it is a fair reflection of what will happen if these discoveries are made public.
You are responsible for the members of the Ordo Luminous on this island, Domitius. I am counting on you to ensure that this kind of act never happens again.
Your Eminence, we are faced with a crucial choice for our nation. What does a man of faith do in such a dilemma? He prays and places his trust in the one who came before him and has shown more wisdom. Saint Matheus shows us a new way. If we are believers, can we really turn our backs on him?
You surprise me, Petrus. You who are always so political, yet your words seem sincere. You give me something to think about. Thank you.
If my people knew that the great sage they had long respected is the same man as your saint, and that your priests respected our culture as he did, they would be welcomed here as brothers.
And the Eden we wanted to build would be everywhere. You speak sense, Princess. Does anyone wish to add anything?
Okay, so if I was taught anything by this whole conversation up until now, I think it is focus on the positives and don't mention the negatives at all. So I don't think that this is a good choice. And so I'm gonna pick that one, I guess.
I understand your doubts about the future, which are inevitably caused by such a revelation. You hesitate just as St. Lucius did to tell us about the journey of his master. Yet in the end he revealed what he knew, and his words still guide Thélème today.
Thank you for your testimony. I will now retire to think about everything and make my decision. After careful consideration, I have decided that it is my duty to reveal your discoveries to the world. It will take years for our theologians to study all of this, but our dogma must follow the path opened by Saint Matheus.
Thank you, Your Eminence. I would be delighted to help with the study of these relics.
I don't doubt it, my dear. And I would like you to take me to see this cave. I look forward to worshipping at the place where our holy founder ended his days. As for you, Your Excellency, I thank you for the help you have given us. Your sincere insight has encouraged me to make this difficult decision.
It was my pleasure.
Let me also thank you, Your Excellency. Without you, we would still be in the shadows.
And look at that! First off, we are now friendly with Thélème, something that, honestly, I didn't think I could achieve. They seem to be so very hurtful and hateful, and I didn't thought that we could actually achieve a friendly level. And I didn't know, and I still don't really know, but the Mother Cardinal is a much nicer person than I thought she would be. I was so wrong about Thélème, and I am very happy about the outcome. And I'm gonna end it here. Maybe I should show you the face of our Desade, right? Okay, and I'll show you real quick what we're gonna do next, because I already decided that we'll do one of the few side quests that are still going next, and this is that one. An aspiring merchant is the quest that we got from the one native person that wanted to open shop in New Serene, and he was met with some difficulties there, but in the end we got him there. However, he said that we should also meet Ulan, the leader of his people, Vignamri, I think. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how he would pronounce it, but that's how I would pronounce it for now. And we'll have a look where this quest will lead us. Maybe this will be short, maybe this will be long, I do not know yet, but we will find out next time. And after that, we can finally put our whole attention to the mainline quests. And I'm very excited for that as well. So I hope you stay tuned. Videos up every Wednesday, and I hope to see you again. So until then, have it good. Bye. What was that with the eye? That was weird. Maybe I should take it again.